Right, hi everyone, welcome back to Stu's Old Cars. Still on the NGB, obviously, as it's the only one I've got. As you know, previously we were sorting out all of this rear quarter panel. Right, so this time we're going to be fitting this panel, hopefully. Right, let me just spin the camera around. Alright, so I just took the door off to give me a bit more room to work. And what I didn't mention earlier as well is that it's also got a really crappy repair down there as well. So we will be sorting that out. I mean, they've gone to that effort and made all nice welds and putting the new outer sill on, and then they've done that. But we'll cut that out as well and make that all nice. But at the moment we'll concentrate on that bit. We've just marked how big the panel is, but I'm not going up that far anyway. I'll only probably come to here. I don't know. We'll see anyway. But I'll just cut it out lower at the moment anyway. Right, so we'll have a little cut of this. Cut through these welds already stitched on there, but that was a really bad idea doing that like that. We'll get the worst of it out and then we'll get this bit out in a minute. I've had to go a bit deeper here because the bit that looks under it bends round the corner, see? And now we need to get that piece out. Look at that, look. Definitely see where it's been all, where that seal's been done. Right, well, I'm not going to film all of this, so I'll get these bits cleaned out, and then we'll make a panel. So I need to make an L-shaped piece, and then we'll put it in the stretcher. Actually, shrinker. It'd be the shrinker that way, wouldn't it? The stretching would be going the other way. But yeah, I don't know how well that fits, but don't look like it'd be too bad. Once we get all this cut off of here, that'd be fine. But like I said, I'm not going to film all that because it's going to take me a little while. So I'll be back in a bit when I've cut it all out. Right, so I've got this piece temporarily clamped in place. But what I need to do is make a piece that goes from here with a bend in it round to there. But this isn't quite what I want to do, is kind of mark this. So I need to take a little bit off of this, only a little bit, so I can get the curve so it's the same as that. Then we can shrink a piece, an L-shaped piece, that we can stitch to this piece, and then we'll drill through here, and then we'll plug weld it through there, or most of it. We might have to tack it down there and just clean that bit up because it's not very wide there. Yeah, because I think originally this panel would have, the original quarters would have had this step in, I think. And then that, well, not that, because that's just a repair panel, but the original panel would have then gone onto that and then just spot welded down through here. Yeah, so I think we'll go over to the bench and we'll cut a little bit of steel, and then we'll see what we can make. But hopefully this should make it a much neater job, because I wasn't happy how it looked before, and this all lines up nicely as well now. There's no horrible bit there. This is easy enough to get flat. We can just stitch that back in there, clean that up. Tiny bit of filler. Seam's still down there. Never know I've been there. Well, you lot will. First of all, just need to put a 90-degree angle in it. So that's what we're going to do. And that should be good enough, I think. Yeah, it looks about 90 to me. So that's the first bit of the process. You can see, already cleaned that bit of steel out, had a little bit of surface rust on it, so we just cleaned it up a little bit. Now we're going to go over there and use a shrinker. So basically what I want to do is I've got this panel and I've got this curve, and I need to make this the same as that. Obviously this is a lot wider, but I thought it would be easier to make it while it's bigger, and then I can just trim off anything that I don't need. So let's give it a go and see what happens. We just gradually work our way along and keep checking it against that. You can see it moving, I think. At least it's working. So we'll do a shallow pass first. Because obviously this first bit is fairly shallow anyway. Alright, so what we got there? Can't even think what I'm doing now. So obviously a long way to go, but we just keep working it. But what I all of a sudden realised was that that's the shape that it needs to be more than anything. So after I've straightened that out, I've tried that out in there, and as you can see, it's pretty damn close. Obviously I've got to cut this down, but I think that's going to work great. So I'm going to cut this down, and then we'll stitch it to this piece, I think, and then we'll stitch the whole lot into it. That's the plan anyway. I still need to put some weld-through primer and stuff in here as well, just to hold it all together. But right, yeah. Trim this piece down now, and it does fit up in here. It's hard for me to show it with, like, you know what I mean. one-handed. That piece will fit up in there now. Obviously, and it will fit around here, if that makes sense. I was going to weld it to this piece first, but I think now I'm actually going to weld it onto here. Yeah, I'm going to weld it on there first. So I'm going to drill some holes down through here. We'll paint this up with a bit of weld-free primer, and then we'll drill some holes in this piece as well. And clean some of that E-coat off. Weld-free primer that. And we'll stitch that in and that in, and it should be a much neater job. I'm not going to film all of that lot. Hopefully you don't want to see it, because I'm not going to film that bit. Right, so I'm not sure how far I'd filmed up to, but I've cut a little piece out here as well, so it's a little bit thin there. So I'm going to get the wig out and I'm going to stitch that bit in there. So I've welded that little piece in here now. Not brilliant, but it's nice and strong now. So we've tidied it up down here a bit. Got a better edge on that. Also put a little bit in up here as well, just to finish off that corner a little bit better. I wasn't happy with it. So yeah, pretty good now. So the next bit is to get this piece in. I might film this bit, welding that bit in. But I'll get it all clamped up and then set the camera up. Alright, so I've got that all clamped in place now. This big one's just on there just to, it's only gently pushing down on that just to hold this down on this corner. But yes, look, pretty lined up pretty well, I think now. So I'm gonna get my tripod out, set it up, and I'll film plugging it all in there. Right, so let's get this thing welded up. I'll try not to get in the way too much. See how it goes. It'd help if I put the earth on it, wouldn't it? What do you think? Where's it gone? It's behind you. That'd be bad. Might weld now. Alright, I've got that tacked in there now, so I'll weld the rest of it up and then I'll be back. Otherwise it's going to be a little while. Right, so I thought I'd hit record after I finished welding them, but before I started grinding, but I'm sure you don't really want to see me grinding for like 10 minutes anyway. But yeah, that's that piece in there now. Not too bad. See a bit of fella there later, but not later today. So yeah, I think we can call that it for this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.